Chat with Double V with host Vivian Velez is a program that breaks down important national concerns, events, and stories, featuring newsmaker interviews and compelling features to add context, clarity, and answer the questions on your mind. Every Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Affordabox, Easy Box, and all DTT boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Seen on Facebook /DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
Well, good Sunday afternoon, everyone. Once again, Chit Chat with Double V and Raymond Yamson, my co-host. Kumusta na, Monj?
Hi, magandang hapon, Bibs, sa ating mga listeners, mga ka-chit-chat. It's a rainy afternoon once again, but here we are sa isang masaya namang pag-uusapan na topic.
Oo, kalalabas lang nung bagyo, no? I was so worried about that typhoon kasi sabi nga nila Cat 5 daw yung typhoon na yun, category 5. Tapos nagsanib puwersa pa sila ni Gardo.
Sabi nga daw #love wins daw kasi si Gardo at si Henry nagtagpo.
Wow, meron palang gano'n, ha? But anyway, thankfully, hindi naman tayo masyado. At, the other countries also, kasi medyo humina naman daw yung bagyo, no? But then, mukhang fresh ka. At mukhang galing ka sa bakasyon.
Oo nga, naimbitahan tayo ng family members ko sa Tagaytay para kita-kita reunion lang. So sa Tagaytay naman ganito rin yung weather yung mga kababayan natin doon, minsan may pulo-pulo din ang pag-ulan, and surprisingly medyo parang I've been there siguro more than a year ago. Parang may nagbago sa look ng Tagaytay ngayon. Siguro dahil yung volcano kulay brown na siya. Kasi di ba sumabog siya. So, medyo nag-brownish siya. Wala na yung blue part. Tapos parang something changed. Pero for the better, I felt it's for the better. Kasi parang yung mga puno, yung mga halaman, mas vibrant sila ngayon. At saka nakakatuwa, Bibs, kasi yung mga kababayan natin doon, nakabawi-bawi na rin sila sa na-experience nila before kasi marami na mga establishments, mga tindahan, mga nagtitinda, at saka vibrant na ulit yung tourism.
Well, okay, but then, siguro ang kailangan i-solve nila dyan sa Tagaytay, but of course, I love going there, is the traffic.
Actually.
Oo, yung traffic nila. So, I think they have to solve that somehow or another, especially pag holiday. Talagang kasi parang iisa lang yung road, like the main road, di ba? Scenic road. So anyway, but we still love going there, and then syempre we support local.
Of course.
abroad tayo, so we rather support our tourism, di ba? So
exactly.
mas nakakatulong yan. Then
and Bibs, Bibs, nothing beats the experience of eating steaming hot bulalo in a foggy evening. Na doon mo lang ma-experience talaga, kaiba no?
Bakit kaya, no? Bakit pagka sa Tagaytay masarap ang bulalo?
Oo, nagtataka din ako.
Must be the weather or the atmosphere, or it must be the beef that they're using. Kasi di ba may yung Batangas beef,
parang the way they cook it, the stew, also, tapos yung very flavorful, tapos kahit meron kasi ng mga iba't ibang klase ng variant ng bulalo, may pangmasa, meron yung mga ganyan, pero kahit yung pinaka-simplest dish ng bulalo na iba talaga yung lasa compared dito sa baba.
Hindi, pero alam mo, I used to go to Tagaytay just to buy the beef. Kasi fresh na fresh. Kasi meron sila, fresh ang kanilang mga beef doon, and they're well known for that, yung kanilang beef. Well, that is nice. Ngayon, parang gusto ko tuloy pumunta ng Tagaytay. Okay, but other than that, syempre, marami tayong dapat pag-usapan today. It's because, as you have reminded everyone yung sa post mo, it's the Filipino Film Industry Month.
Yeah.
Diba?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, and this is the second year actually. Yung first year was last year, and it was ito yung napirmahan, no? Pinirmahan po ni President Duterte at that time. And I was fortunate enough that I'm part of the FDCP, yung Film Development Council. I was part of the council that pushed, no, for us to be able to have at least a 1 month celebration, every year, which is nice because it is parang an annual month-long feat, no, honoring the heritage and legacy of our Philippine cinema, which is I think for us dito sa ating industriya ay napakahalaga na nabigyan ng halaga yung ating industriya, di ba, Monj?
Exactly. Kasi ano rin yan, recently we celebrated the centennial anniversary of the film industry, and of course yung mga strides na narating na ating mga kasama sa industriya abroad, giving honor to our country sa larangan ng pelikula and television. So marapat lang talaga na magkaroon tayo ng annual commemoration every September na Film Industry Month para bigay ng pagkilala yung hindi lang yung sining ng pelikula kundi yung mga manggagawang Pilipino na the unsung heroes kung tutuusin, kasi dito na tumanda, Vibs, ang dami ko I'm sure you've known a lot na tumanda talaga sa paggawa sa pelikula na ini-enjoy nila, no? Ini-enjoy nila.
Tumanda na sa pelikula. But pero ako rin naman kasi, Monj, I go in and out. I'm really one of those na talagang, sometimes I go in and then aalis na naman ako, for 2 years or 3 years, or sometimes I do my studies, nag-aaral din ako, and then or opening a business or something, then I go back again pag may pagkakataon, and the business has been very, and and I had the chance, to be part of the Film Academy of the Philippines as a Director General. Pero alam ko nung bago ko sana tanggapin yon, actually ayaw ko talagang tanggapin yon, Monj. And I think everybody knows that, but because very problematic po ang ating Film Academy, no? And admittedly I was not able to do something because nagkaroon po tayo ng 2 years na COVID, and that was the time when I just sat siguro 2019 ako, umupo ng November, no? So by the time na-climatize pa tayo and all of that, tapos nag-COVID na kagad ng February. And si Monj here, my co-host, si Raymond Yamson, is also part of the Film Academy, talagang as a consultant na talagang tumutulong, no, sa ating industriya at that point. But then again, that's another topic. And but going back to our celebration, no, yung ating Philippine Film Industry Month, meron siyang theme. Alam mo ba kung anong theme niya ngayon?
Sige mga
Ang theme niya is tuloy ang kwento, ang pagbabalik ng pelikulang Pilipino.
Very timely, tama-tama, ano?
Maganda siya, no? Maganda siya because tuloy ang kwento, meaning nagkaroon ng kasi nung 2021, so nagkaroon ng interruption, di ba, sa ating industriya, because I think this is really one of the industry that was hit by COVID. It's because sarado talaga lahat ng cinema at that point. And I think we were not ready. Alam natin, biglang sumikat ang mga Netflix, yung online platforms, diba, na distribution ng online platforms. But I have not seen, nung kasagsagan ng 2020, wala pa ako masyado nakikitang Filipino films. Unlike now, mas marami na ngayon. Oo.
Yeah, nagkakaroon ng resurgence kasi marami ding mga moviegoers na nasa BEC na manood ng movies hindi sa mga bahay nila kundi sa big screen kasi it's a totally unique experience pa rin na hindi talaga re-replicate ng simpleng panonood sa bahay. It's about the experience of going to the theaters with your friends or with your family and with the captive audience. Parang, di ba nga, parang pag nanonood tayo sa big screen, patay ang ilaw, doon ka na nakatingin. Parang kang kabilang dun sa mundo ng mga karakter na pinapanood mo, kabahagi ka ng kwento. And for me, that movie experience for me, kahit sabihin nating naging popular na yung mga streamers, mga online streaming platforms, hindi pa rin mawawala yung yung experience at saka industriya sa big screen. And ngayon, sabi mo nga, Bibs, nagbabalik na lahat, tuloy ang kwento. More and more players ang nakita nating lumalabas. Nung mga nakaraang episode natin, feature natin yung AQ Prime. And then may mga nababalitaan tayo na marami pa rin mga nagpaplanong locally made online platforms na magsimulang mag-put up ng sarili nilang mga malabas. And sa mga sinihan natin, unti-unti na rin nagbabalikan yung mga local films. And ako, I'm looking forward, Bibs, na this year sana magkaroon tayo ng mas malaking Metro Manila Film Festival ulit at saka iba pang bagong film festivals na local. At dumami pa yung mga production companies na magpapalabas ng mga kwentong Pinoy na hindi lang ito ipapalabas kundi region-wide sa Southeast Asia at saka sa buong mundo na din.
Oo, I mean, well, of course, you were saying, medyo bumabalik na. Well, definitely because open na rin ang ating mga cinemas. But aside from that, yung mga, at least yung mga online distribution platform natin, parang dumadami na sila yung ating gines no last time. And ano na yon? I forgot what was that platform?
AQ Prime.
Oo. A and Q, di ba? AQ Prime. So,
yes.
So ngayon, nag-uumpisa na sila. Hopefully, marami pa rin. Pero sana nga lang yung content, of course, that's the most important aspect of that is yung mga content. No? Sana naman magkaroon na bangon ng ating mga producers to be able to really produce good films. No? And with that, gusto sana rin natin pag-usapan yung aspects ng mga filmmaking na yung particularly yung mga challenging at doon sa mga indie filmmakers natin today. And sana makapasok na yung ating guest because we wanted to find out from her yung kanyang mga challenges, no, when it comes to really producing films, no. Katatapos lang kasi yung 18th edition ng Cinemalaya, di ba?
Yeah.
Oo, that was like August 5 to 14. And then nakita ko rin dun sa kanilang promo, meron din yatang Cinemalaya dapitan. So I think they're going or parang tinutour nila yung kanilang mga Cinemalaya entries, films nationwide and hope sana mangyari yung mga ganong festivals na at least magkaroon ng venue, no, magkaroon ng event, di ba, Mon?
Yes. Actually, naapektuhan din ng pandemic yung Cinemalaya kasi nagkaroon ng short films na lang yung production instead of the usual full length. So, kasi syempre, walang pinapayagan lumabas para manood, tapos yung mga filmmakers natin hindi makapag-produce talaga dahil given all the restrictions. And nakatuwa na yung Cinemalaya this year was very well attended. And in fact, parang naging parang harbinger siya of future rosy picture of our industry kasi parang pinapakita niya na hindi nawala yung mga talagang moviegoers na nag-aabang lang talaga ng magagandang palabas na gawang lokal at nakahandang sumuporta all the time. And kahit may balita na magkakaroon, pansamantalang isasarado yung CCP dahil i-renovate siya yung building for retrofitting.
2 to 3 years.
Oo, parang gano'n eh. So, nagsabi naman yung pamunuan ng CCP na tuloy pa rin yung mga programa ng CCP, pwedeng nationwide siya, lilipat-lipat lang ng mga venue, pero hindi mawawala yung mga talagang mga projects na pinasasabikan naman talaga ng mga moviegoers.
Okay, well that's good news. I think you were able to attend the Cinemalaya, no, yung kanilang exhibition, and but not only that, no, sana yung mga ibang festivals maglabasa na, meaning to continue again, kasi before the pandemic I could remember, because FDC the ones who were in charge of all the festivals, and talagang makikita mo busy noon si Chair Liza to really attend to all these festivals nationwide, aside from international. So I was the first Montañosa Film Festival in Baguio, and that was very, very successful, no? So sana mangyari din yan nationwide, kasi alam naman natin, pagka-regional na ganyan, that means well accepted, no? Nationwide, meaning, the culture, different regions. Alam naman natin, pati dialect, konting 2 hours or 3 hours or even, 20 minutes or an hour plane ride, iba na ang dialect.
Yeah. Naalala ko nga, Vibs, yung sabi sa atin ni Attorney Aldwin Alegre when we featured AQ Prime, they're planning to also mount local film festivals all over the country to showcase the local dialects, tapos local culture, para mas ma-highlight yung ating Philippine heritage at saka yung mga kwento na hindi nakakwento sa mainstream. So, actually, nakaka-excite yun kasi mas nakaka-contribute sa pagkakakilanlan natin bilang isang lahi, and the pride of place, pride of origin, and pride of country. Kasi sabi nga before, paano ka magiging proud sa sarili mo sa ibang bansa kung hindi mo muna kilala ang sarili mo? So we need to get to know ourselves first bago ka talaga magsabi sa labas na I'm proud to be a Filipino and this is what we are.
No, but then, nalaman ko rin, Monch, because I remember nung nagkaroon ng first SONA of President Bongbong Marcos, and then si Sara Duterte was wearing a tribal parang yung damit, di ba, ng I don't know which tribe is that in Mindanao, and everybody was saying, oh, cosplay and all of that, and I was like saying, oh my gosh, ang dami na palang ignorant when it comes to our other tribes, no, yung ating mga IPs and all of that, that these are really what they wear, and some of them are still wearing, and yun lang, medyo napansin ko lang yun na parang kinukulang na tayo, no, sa learning other cultures within our country, no. So that would be really nice to see kung magkakaroon tayo ng mga regional and really touch a lot of stories, no. Alam mo, Monch, guilty ako, no. I've been watching a lot of this Korean Korean K-dramas.
K-dramas.
And kwento lang itong Alchemy of Souls that I've been watching, and it's a period kwento, no? And I'm really amazed, and I really daydreaming and saying na sana naman mangyari din ito, dahil marami rin tayong kwento, Monch, di ba? Na mga parang ganito na, the costumes, the culture, I didn't even mind, just watching the subtitles all the time. And, and then, minsan, sinasabi ko nga sa sarili ko, pag-aralan ko nga itong Korean na ito, kung paano talaga. minsan, because hearing them all the time, and then minsan napipick up mo na yung mga words, no, kung ano yung ibig nila sabihin without even, reading the subtitles. Nangyayari pa sa iyo yun?
Oo. Actually, mayroon mga Korean series talaga ako na tumatagos, to say it bluntly. Kasi sabi nila yung the Korean values is very close to Filipino values. Yung pride of, yung love for family, love for honor, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos yung culture natin medyo malapit. The love stories, ganyan. So parang, kaya pag napanood natin silang nakikibaka sa mga kanilang hamon sa buhay, nakakasakay tayo bilang Pilipino kasi parehas yung pinagdadaanan natin. And sila, fighter din sila. Tsaka marunong sila maging resilient. So feeling ko that's why it resonates to us more than the costume, more than the setting and everything, yung ating closeness sa kanilang kultura. Kaya tama ka, Bibs, na na sana one day marating natin yung estado nila, no, at maging kapantay na, kasi di ba narating na ng Korea yung Rurok nung nanalo yung Parasite, di ba, Best Picture sa Oscar.
Yeah.
Medyo record breaking yon, no. Sobrang wow, parang wow, sabi ko,
oy. Have you seen the film?
Yes. So simple lang siya, pero
simple
iba talaga
lang siya, parang Filipino rin, alisin mo lang yung language nila. Diba?
Exactly. Oo nga eh. So kaya tawag nito parang sabi nga nila dapat doon una yung Pilipinas kasi nung golden era ng Philippine cinema nung sobrang angat talaga tayo, number 1 pa tayo sa China, sa Japan, sa Korea. So we were really there already. So kumbaga meron tayong pwedeng paghugutang nakaraan at kasaysayan, and the talent, the history, the heritage, everything is in here. Kailangan talaga natin siyang balikan tsaka gamitin ulit. So hindi tayo mawawala ng talent pagdating sa bagay na yan.
I know, and maraming dapat nating gawin, and it would be really nice now that we have our special guest, one of our special guests, of course, two of our special guests.
Yes.
Isabay na natin silang ipakilala, no? And muna ipakilala yung ating Executive Director ng Film Development Council of the Philippines, and ito talaga hardworking to. I know was like meron siyang family something today, family event, and nakiusap po tayo. David Fabros, thank you so much for joining us today. Hi, David.
Hello, Miss Vivian. Good afternoon po to everyone.
And then my co-host, of course, Raymond Diamson. You know Raymond, right?
Yes, hi, Raymond.
Yes.
Hello,
and
David.
then please do the honors march to introduce our other guest.
Yes, our second guest for tonight's episode is this year's Cinemalaya Best Director for the film Blue Room. She's my good friend, and she's been producing many indie films in the past and has now reached yung parang kumbaga nakilala na siya bilang isang talagang ganap na director at filmmaker, no? Yung one of our movers in our indie cinema. Direk Maan Asuncion Dangalan. Hi, Direk.
Hello, Raymond. Hello, Miss Vivian and si David. Good afternoon sa inyo. Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you, Direk Maan. And first off, of course, congratulations dito sa Blue Room. And I think it garnered more than, of course, as Best Director and some other awards, no? Meron pa yatang Best Cinematography, and ano pa ba yung mga niyan?
May Best Production, si Maup Fadul, and then si Suleiman Cruz for Best Supporting Actor, and then Special Jury Award. Yun po. Yung mga awards for Cinemalaya 2022.
That is so nice. And that is what? The 18th edition of Cinemalaya.
Thank you.
David, Dave, usapan muna natin siguro before we talk to Direk Maan dito sa Film Development Council, no? Because we were talking about this is the Philippine film film what do you call that? Film Industry Month.
Oh, yes. September, Ms. Viv, September is the Philippine Film Industry Month. It's the second celebration, no? Since the proclamation last year of former President Duterte. So under President Marcos, we are now celebrating the second one. So it's a whole month of activities. Nasimulan na po kahapon dahil kahapon yung aming pagbubukas. Not kahapon, nung Biyernes po pala, September 2.
I got the invitation. I was not able to go because of the weather, no? Yes.
Okay lang po yun dahil marami pa kaming events, and I'll make sure you go, Ms. Viv. Kayo rin, Maan and Raymond. Anyway, we opened with a special screening of the Moises Padilla story, the restored 1961 film of
Moises Padilla.
And Joseph Estrada, former President Joseph Estrada. gwaping. Parang ang ganda pong ma-experience siya on the big screen. So, ang dami pong nanood. Yun na rin po yung opening ceremonies where Chair Tirso Cruz III greeted the crowd. At siya na po yung formally nag-open ng PFIM. At ayun po, nagsalita po yung mga we had a simple tribute to the national artist for film. 10 po sila. So nandun din po si Ginoong Ricky Lee, our national artist for film na bagong-bago. So yun po, yun ang nangyari nung Biyernes, but we have a lot of events lined up for the month. Hindi ko na iisa-isahin kasi napakarami. Nasa Facebook page po namin yan ng Film Development Council of the Philippines. Pero among other things po, meron po kaming PPP Classics or Pista ng Pelikula Pilipino Classics na featuring the national artists po. So on September 9, we have a retrospective of the Nora Honor Classics of Atsay and Tatlong Taong Walang Diyos. Ito po sa cinema.
Wow.
Cinema 6 ng Trinoma gaganapin. So don't miss it, Miss Viv.
No, I won't.
Kayo rin po, Maan and Raymond.
Well, thank you, David, for all the schedules that you have. I just want to ask muna before we ask Direk Maan about we want to congratulate Tirso Cruz III for getting into the as a chairman of FDCP, but then we want to say bravo to Chair Lisa na talaga naman for 6 years she was able to ang dami niyang magagandang programs dito sa FDCP. And the last ako rin po kasi nakapag-attend ako nung kanilang last
Board of Trustees.
Last Board of Trustees meeting. And that was also the last of Chairman Lisa at the time. And pero ang daming programs, di ba, David, that is going to happen in FDCP. And hopefully, I'm sure maitutuloy yan ng ating bagong chairman na si Tirso Cruz, si Pipo, as what we call him. And ano yung mga kaya gusto ko ring maitanong kay Direk Maan, because I know, David, di ba, we had this kasi gusto natin pag-usapan yung aspects ng mga filmmaking nung ating mga particularly yung mga challenge indie filmmakers natin, but we know in FDCP malaking tulong ang nagagawa niyan sa mga bagong mga filmmakers.
Yes. Well, Miss Maan, kayo po muna.
Yeah, Miss Maan.
Definitely po ang FDCP was a big help po for finishing the film, kasi if not for the grant I received from FDCP, which was yung Create PH Films, yung small budget na 1M, malaking tulong siya in a way, kasi while waiting for the tranches from Cinemalaya, at least we already have the 1 million. Other than yung grant na nakuha, other than yung funding from Heaven's Best Entertainment kina Harleen Bautista. So, yun, kasi ang NCCA naman po, yun din po, nakakuha ko na ng post-production naman doon. Kaso siya, parang for reimbursement siya. Unlike yung FDCP, talagang nagulat. I think we were the first batch, David, if I'm not mistaken. Basta kami nila Sunshine yung 12 weeks. Isa rin po sa entries nung Cinemalaya 18. Parang the moment na-announce yung namin na isa kami sa mga grantees, parang few months after, dineposit na kagad sa account namin. So, ganun pabilis po siya. Yun. So, malaking pasasalamat talaga kami sa FDCP kasi in a way, nakatulong siya to get the ball rolling. In a way, yun po. Kaya nakashoot. Tapos nung December, nakashoot po ako. Yun. Kahit during the height of pandemic, yun, malaki tulong siya.
Direct talking about Blue Room.
Yes po.
Yung ipinanalo natin sa Cinemalaya. Oo, yun ang nakakuha ng grant, di ba?
Yes. The Blue Room po, nakakuha po ng grant. Yun po. Siya.
And dito sa Blue because I've heard so much about the film, no? Alam ko kasi ang the way the FDCP, because I was lucky enough to be able to be part of that, yung ating create
PH film.
PH Films, which is the ones giving grants, no, to our filmmakers. And talaga namang ilan ba yon? 150 scripts ba yung binasa namin na talagang for film development, and then for script, and then also for filming na rin. I think we were able to grant 10 million for the winner of that film. So meron siya, may 5 million, may 10 million, may 1 million, as Direct Maan was saying, no? So yung Blue Room na nanalo na ngayon sa Cinemalaya, as you are saying, kasi nga sa FDCP po, kasi parang binibigay na yon without wala nang return, no? Parang it is a full grant. Kaya may mga films na meron parang co-producer, di ba, ang FDCP, David?
Ma'am, Ms. Viv, kasi po some of the grants, and I'm sorry po, I'm not sure which one, but some of the grants po merong equity sharing.
Yes.
Ibig po sabihin nun, karamihan po wala, meaning non-recoupable siya. Pero yun po yatang, for example, yung large budget, no? For anything any film na may budget na 15 million and up, that's considered a large budget film already. Yun po ang merong equity share, ang FDCP. Pero yun po ay pagkatapos ng sumingil lahat ng investors dun sa film, na payaran ng producer.
First out yata muna.
Yeah. Where the FDCP is the last entity to claim anything. So yun naman po ang ang system nun, no? But most of the other grants po, the development grant, the story development grant, wala pong mga non-recoupable po yon. Sa post-production, yon, non-recoupable yon.
Bakit natin pinag-uusapan to? Kasi, Direct Maan, as you as an example, di ba? Marami po talaga tayong filmmakers na talagang walang pagkukunan ng funds, because this is one challenge ng ating mga filmmakers, yung fundings. And of course, we can always say the budget of FDCP is never enough. Kasi maliit lang talaga ang budget ng FDCP.
Iiyak na naman ako.
Iiyak ka na naman, David, no? Kasi pag pinag-uusapan din yung budget ng FDCP. Pero Direct Maan, kasi gusto natin pag-usapan din yung mga challenges. Maraming mga filmmakers natin ngayon na nakikinig, no? And talagang sa funds ba talaga, dito talaga yung parang a stop ball, kumbaga harder to
Yes, for us independent filmmakers. Kasi kung alam nyo lang, parang yung batch 20 and 21, we started as parang 18 kami or 17. Pero dahil nga sa pandemic, and then may mga nag-back out na atang mga funders sa ibang filmmakers, kaya hindi na rin sila natuloy. Kaya naging 11 kami. So very challenging din. Siguro ako, I'm so blessed to have FDCP, and then Heaven's Best, di ba? Siguro talaga nagustuhan nila yung project, kaya din sila yung na-involved din dito sa Blue Room. So, yun. Kaya akala ko nga nung December, hindi na ako makakashoot, but still, nandiyan pa rin si Heaven's Best. And never naman binawi ni FDCP yung grant nila sa amin. So, lang, di ba? So, kasi akala namin, dahil batch, I applied for the grant year 2020. I think parang kailangan kasi ma-shoot ko siya within the year. Baka kasi ma-repeat. Pero naging sila, very open naman. Naging maluwag. Pero kasi they understood the situation. Na, yes. So yun naman yung nagustuhan namin with FDCP and then Cinemalaya. Then kaya, sige, next year na lang, ganyan. So yun yung mga worries namin nung time na-delay yung Cinemalaya. Pero yun nga, syempre, kahit nandiyan yung Cinemalaya, FDCP, and then yung Heaven's Best, yung budget itself, it bloated because we had to follow yung IATF.
IATF, yes.
Yes. So nung time na nag-shoot, the time I filmed Blue Room, that was December 2021. So yun yung height pa rin ng pandemic. So we had to stay in a bubble. So lahat kami nasa lock-in, ganyan. Kahit na yung day shoot siya, so parang we had to stay 11 days sa location. Kasi after 3 days, kailangan may rest day. Tapos meron pa ring swab test or antigen. 3 days, ganun talaga. So very careful kami din. So yun, napunta sa accommodation and then napunta pa rin sa mga yung mga health protocols po. Pero in a way, thankful pa rin kami with Cinemalaya kasi binigyan kami ng additional money for health protocols. Yun. Pero syempre, magkano lang po yun given do sa total budget po. Dahil nga talagang nag-load siya dahil limited din yung number of yung working hours. Yun po.
Oo. Yes. That is really challenging, yung nung nangyari yung ating bubbles, no? Kasi talagang it will yung budget mo definitely, no? The hotels alone, the food and everything, no? And then direct maan, I hate to ask this, pero wala naman nagka-COVID sa inyo, no?
Thankfully, wala po. Kasi po, lahat naman po careful. At the same time, parang nag-ano naman din po kami, parang before going to the bubble, nag-stay muna kami sa aming mga bahay. Tapos yun na. Kumbaga, December 6 kasi yung first day of shoot namin. So, yun po. So,
I'd like to...
Go ahead, Monch. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yun po.
Actually, since we've been talking about the pandemic and all the losses that it incurred, not only in general, but also particularly sa industry natin, maraming mga nagbago, game changer siya, may mga nawalan ng trabaho, tapos sabi nga ni Direk, naging magastos minsan sa shoot kasi kailangan mo talagang ipatest and everything, mga protocols. Gusto kong matanong si David tsaka si Direk Maan kung may maganda bang naipamana or naidulot yung pandemic sa industriya natin na magiging standard practice natin eventually from here on na instead na maging loss siya, maging parang magandang ambag sa the way we do things in our business.
Ako ba muna?
Ikaw muna.
Sige.
Basic experience, na-realize ko na given the working hours like 12 to 14, kumbaga, kung planado ka, kumbaga kung well-planned yung shoot, pwede siya. Pero yun nga, like for example, biglang umulan, syempre hindi namin na yun. So meron mga shots na hindi ko na shoot. So sinolusyonan siya sa post, parang sa edit na lang, sa editing. Pero kung tutuusin, parang, kaya pala ng 14 hours. Yung hindi naman pala pwede, yung like yung puyatan, like yung 24 hours, ganyan, yung parang pwede naman siya. Pero like yung last day namin, umabot siguro kami ng mga almost 15, kasi last day na siya, yung mga ganon. Pero yun na yung max talaga namin. Yun. Tapos buti na lang, meron kami mga like, si Lorna, ang aming assistant director, very strict din. Pag dinner, pag break, ganyan. Kasi sabihin niya, malapit na yung 14 hours natin, yung mga ganon. So, lahat naman nagtutulungan din. Yun yung maganda. Teamwork talaga. Alam mo naman din yun, Rain, pag nag-shoot, teamwork siya. Hindi lang siya basta director, trabaho ng isang director. Lahat talaga. So, yun yung maganda rin. So, yun. So, yun lang. Feeling ko kailangan talaga planado din bago ka mag-shoot. So, doon ako natuto ako mag-storyboard. Lahat yan. Ay, hindi. Meron ako ng-storyboard. Pero hindi ako yung mismo nag-storyboard. Yan, gano'n.
Actually, parang dagdag ko sa sinabi ni Direk, parang this time naging parang maingat tayo sa kalusugan natin at parang binibigyan natin ng respeto yung katawan natin sa pagtatrabaho. Kasi before, prior to the pandemic, talagang bira ka ng bira at abutin ka talaga ng magko-collapse ka na, work ka pa rin ng work. Ngayon, parang if at all, it taught us how to value our health. Kasi you never know. Kasi di ba kung hanggang saan ka lang. So, yun, that's what I think na. Ayun.
Sir David.
Si David, ano yung baka may dadagdag ka?
Yeah, thanks Raymond. Totoo yun, na we became more conscious about our health and safety on the set.
Yes.
Health protocols, hindi lang health protocols lahat, pati kable, pati ilaw, pati kuryente, pinakilaman na natin. Kasi nga, ang dami nangyari in the last 2 years, no? Not just the pandemic. One thing though, yun nga bukod dun sa lumabas yung ingenuity ng mga tao, no? Since wala kang magawa, you're trapped inside the bubble, no? Natuto ka mag-storyboard, natuto ka mag-continue, script continuity and all that. Nag-focus tayo. Mas nag-focus tayo. And this is from the actor, a great actor, Christopher De Leon, Miss Viv. Sabi niya, nung ano daw sila, nung nag-lockdown sila, natuwa siya kasi, di ba yung artista, at alam nyo to, Miss Viv,
Yes.
minsan yung mag-shoot ka today, tas uuwi ka, then the following day pa ulit yung shoot and all that, you break the character.
Correct.
So, yung character na sinuot mo, na nag-internalize ka for a few hours, kailangan mo na naman gawin all over again after a day. No? So, yun ang kanyang, sabi ni Sir Christopher, na tutuloy-tuloy yung kanyang motivation sa kanyang internalization, sa kanyang acting. So, everybody's just performing up to better standards, no, higher standards, kasi magkakasama sila doon, they're all focused on their character without breaking that focus. So yun palagay kong isa sa mga I mean, the pandemic really hurt us. It really hurt us, especially financially, no. But ang daming ingenuity na lumabas, saka magaganda rin magbagay na lumabas because of it.
Ang daming takeaway, no, from that experience. But talking about Christopher De Leon, nakasama ko yan sa Mississippi, and we were there for 3 weeks without going home, no. So we know the feeling of that. So aside from that, David, kasi pag-usapan din natin even before the pandemic na nangyari, naipasa natin yung sa ating Eddie Garcia bill, di ba? And what forefront of that would be also FDCP. Is it implementable? Na-implement na ba yan?
Actually, Miss Viv, hindi pa po, nasa Senate pa po ang Eddie Garcia bill, and we're hoping na mapasa na po, no? But yes, FDCP was one of the proponents of that, no, under the former chairperson Dino. Yun po'y naitaguyod, marami pong lawmakers ang tumulong at members of the industry para maipasa po yun sa Congress, at ngayon nasa Senado na po, at hopefully malapit na po siya maging law, no? So yun naman po, ang maganda dyan, Ms. Viv, hindi pa napapasa yun, but people are already practicing safety protocols in their shoots. So that's what's important. There's a new consciousness na alam natin, kung gusto natin magtuloy-tuloy itong ginagawa natin, mag-ingat na tayo kasi hindi tayo bato, hindi tayo metal, no? Mga tao lang tayo, hindi din tayo makina. So ayun.
That's why I mentioned it. Kasi that's why I mentioned it, because when we were working on that yung Eddie Garcia bill noon sa Congress, parang nag-forced implementation tayo nung nangyari ang COVID. Di ba? Parang, what we wanted, and of course, different hindi naman napag-usapan kung anong oras. Kasi may oras yun, I think it was, ang nailagay doon is, it's okay to work, where's your 16 hours? I don't remember anymore.
DG, sorry, Ms. Viv. Ano po yata? I think it's 10 hours. Tapos, pwedeng 12 pero merong conditions. Sorry, I think it's 12 hours including meals. Yes. That pwedeng mag-extend pero depende sa certain conditions na involved yung producer and involved yung performer.
Okay. So, kaya ako naitanong din yan, Monch, kasi kay Direk Maan, as an indie filmmaker, alam natin kasi yung budget talagang masikip, no? Masikip yung ating budget. Have you read this Eddie Garcia bill kung paano? Because when we were in Congress, marami rin nagrereklamo mga producers at that time, David, kasi sinasabi nila na dagdag ang gastos, no, when it comes to all these protocols kung talagang ipapatupad, especially with the hours, yung ating working hours, and definitely would be kailangan yung mga may safety officers that has to be present, no, sa set and all of that, no. So do you think, Direk Maan, this is we'll be able to implement this, I mean, in a practical way?
Well, in a practical way, yes. Kasi if our concern is the health of the production team or production people, yes. I've been in production for so long. So, having parang like not 24 hours, 12, 14, 15, that's enough. At least you're giving the production team enough sleep just in case they have another shoot the next day. So, yun po. Kasi wala naman health cards karamihan ang mga
Yes.
ang production people kasi most of them or all of them, most of them are freelance. So ayun. So I guess for me that would be very helpful and that's very practical for all production people. Siguro ngayon kasi nasanay lang tayo, siguro naging kultura kasi before. Kaya ngayon biglang nagkaroon ng limitation sa working hours, kaya talagang aaray yung mga producers. Pero pag naplano naman, I think, Miss Viv, talagang magagawa siya. Pwede siyang gawin. Yun yung tingin ko. Basta planado lahat. Kumbaga maayos yung script, na pre-prod ng tama, yung ganon. Tapos pagdating sa shoot, yan, maayos lahat. Ayun, tingin ko pwede naman po.
Yung proper development is very, very important. Kaya nga yung kanina, nung pinag-uusapan natin, that if a script has gone through the FDCP na yun talaga nabigyan ng grant, and I guess the people that, the producers or the filmmakers that was able to get some grants, no, from FDCP, mas yung batting average nila to be very successful. Because doon pa lang sa doon sa ating yung mga development, yung ating mga scripts, yung mga ating storylines and all, wala na kasi kami talagang binasa namin isa-isa yung mga scripts, and we want to make sure that pwede siyang gawin at saka maganda siya, and then of course if it's marketable. No, yung isa sa pinaka-importante. Go ahead, Dave.
So, Ms. Viv, interject ko lang, no? Kasi, di ba, si Chair Tirso is continuing a lot of the good programs, no,
Yes.
from the previous administration, and that includes Create PH. But
Yes.
not only that, the good news is he will be expanding the
Wow.
fund. He will be expanding the funds and the allocation for Create PH to help the local film industry more. Nagsimula na nga siya sa Cinemalaya when he announced 2 weeks ago that he was gonna give 1 million pesos each to each Cinemalaya 2023 filmmaker. No?
Wow.
Saka sa mga short filmmakers, bibigyan nila ng 100,000 each. No? So, that's
But where are you gonna get the funds? I'm sorry, Dave. Where are you gonna get the funds?
Well, apparently, DG Viv, kasi sobrang konti ng gumawa ng pelikula in the last 2 years. So,
Okay.
yung aming grants, naipon. No? So,
ayan ang tip yan doon sa mga nakikinig ng mga filmmakers.
Nga po
Mag-submit ka tayo.
yes,
Mag-submit na kayo.
the time
Ano
is
lang,
right. The time is right. Pero naghihintay lang po kami kung kailan namin i-roll out ito. But that is the plan po, is completely realign the funds that are with FDCP, no? Because naman, Ms. Viv, we have funds for international productions and co-productions, di ba?
Correct,
Film
yes.
incentives, no? But we also would like to get the local industry up and running. Na gusto talaga namin mag-focus sa local industry, no? Sa building, making better films, better local films, no? Para bumalik sa sinihan ng mga tao manood ng pelikulang Pilipino, kahit sa online platforms, Filipino films sa panoorin nila. Better Filipino films, just better Filipino films. So, that's the great news, Ms. Viv. Nagsimula na po si Chair Tirso gawin yon. And nag-announce din siya sa Q Cinema last week. Magbibigay din siya ng 1 million each dun sa mga tasali sa Q Cinema next year. So,
that is really
gandang news.
Yeah, really, really good news. Kasi talagang, kumbaga sa ating filmmakers, no, yung FDCP, but then FDCP is really well known for more on marketing our local films, no? And Direct Maan, I want to ask you, you know, after this Blue Room, of course, definitely it's a very successful film, no? Being a really good film. What will you do after this? I mean, what do you do after a film is, you know, in a festival like this?
In-house po ako na isang prod house, pero totally different po yung work ko doon. Mas producer po ako doon. Pero sa Blue Room po yan, makakasama ko po si David. Thankful na naman ako sa FDCP dahil isasama nila kami sa Busan Market.
Sa Busan International Film Festival, ma'am.
Sa Busan!
So yung po, yung market po namin, yung Blue Room and then yung the baseball player din po. I'm not so sure kung sino pa po yung makakasama namin ibang film studio.
Kasama niyo po ang ang Regal Films kasi ang mga kaibigan ni Mama Susan and Blue Room and 12 Weeks and baseball player. So ito po yung mga nasa market screening po ng Busan International Film Festival, Miss Viv. At yun po yung aming contribution para po madala yung atin pong pinakabagong cinema at maihanap ng distribution abroad. Kasi po, alam naman natin na limited na rin po yung distribution dito sa Pilipinas. We have to look outside po for other audiences to see our cinema and consumer cinema.
Oh, of course, aside from the festival, it should be a film market, no? Kasi yung ating mga film market and I know there's going to be Cinemalaya and that's going to happen online, no? 'Di ba magkakaroon yata by October yon launch, no, yung ating Cinemalaya run. So at least may papalabas din yung ating mga pelikula dito sa Cinemalaya. But then aside from that, David, kung inilalabas nyo, usually ba, let's say itong Blue Room, yung mga dinadala niyong pelikula, is this 100% supported by FDCP?
Well,
meaning, yung mga, dadalhin niyo ba yung mga filmmakers or dadalhin niyo ba yung director or artist or whatnot, or even the marketing, no? Alam ko kasi sa mga film market, may mga booth yan, may mga, you know, those stuff. Is that going 100% supported?
Yes, we have a, sorry po.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have a pavilion. We're going to have a pavilion, a Philippine pavilion at the Busan International Film Festival as usual for the how many years now, last how many years. But yes, we are working on bringing the filmmaker and the producer to inaayos ko lang po. Pero sana po yan na aming ma-achieve, no? Gusto namin makasama sila doon para personally ma-market nila at maikwento nila at mabenta nila ang kanilang mga pelikula doon. And nobody can do it better than they can. So, yun po, we're working on that po.
Oo. Well, it is very important. I think, di ba, Direct Maan, as a filmmaker, yung support ng marketing, no? Alam natin, minsan hindi nakakasama yung ating promotion when it comes to sa ating mga pelikula. Minsan nakakalimutan din kasi wala mahal, di ba, to promote.
Yes po. Ako po, buti na lang kasi may background is promo when I was an employee back then. So, dahil promo producer ako, so medyo sanay. So, naplano ko rin po siya to promote yung film. And yun din po, meron din po akong parang naging producer na ang hinandle naman niya more on sa marketing. So, maswerte rin po, naging maswerte rin po ako doon. At least nagkaroon ng LED, siya yung nag-ayos ng mga collaterals, so gano'n. Pero talagang different budget po siya talaga sa production. So, malaking bulk din po ang kakainin na amount pagdating sa marketing. Kaya, ito pong Busan, malaking tulong po ito. Kasi, in a way, isi-shoulder nyo yun ni Davey. Bibigyan nyo kami ng pera. Naman lahat, kabati, accommodation, airfare, ganun, kasama nyo.
Wow!
Oh.
Like I said, talagang putting me on the spot.
Nandun sa letter.
Oh, okay.
Ako.
Thankful nga ako. Sabi ko na baka meron po yung FDCP tutulong po Yun po.
You know, but knowing, the good news that David, shared with us kanina, na sinabi niya na yung trust somehow ng bagong ating chairman ni Tirso is really to expand pa, no? Whatever was created before. So yung Create PH, meaning also aside from that would be the promotions and the marketing of the filmmakers. Kasi more than that, kasi ang FDCP is really, that is the mandate of FDCP, is really for the marketing and promotions of each films, no? Kung i-expand ating bagong chairman, si Chairman Tirso, that would be a good help. Kasi alam ko medyo nakuha dun sa mga FDCP from previous, di ba, David, dun sa ating film sa marketing, because I think kasi naka-spread out dahil marami rin kailangan bigyan ng grants and all of that, alam natin, at napakaliit ng budget ng FTCP. Sa totoo lang, kasi this is one of those na kailangan talagang mag-lobby, no? Each one of us, everyone in the industry at this point is really para taasan ang budget. No, I think, well, definitely Film Academy is another thing. Talaga walang budget yan, just for the training and all. But then marketing is very important. Kasi dito ang buhay ng pelikula kahit papano, di ba, David? Meaning, how can you go on if yung first film mo hindi ka naman kikita? So do you have that fear, Direk Maan? And aside from that, because I want to mention also the marketing would be the social media. So alam naman natin yung social media is here to stay. And so yung ating social media strategy is very important in a way that it's an essential part of a film package. David, after our commercial, magko-commercial muna tayo. I would like you to kung ba tayong presence, meaning are we helping our filmmakers to really promote it at least through the social media, no? Aside from the mainstream. Okay, we'll come back after the commercial.
Litrato Philippines, hosted by Mike Francisco and Michelle Encarnacion, showcases a variety of wonderful, uplifting beauty queens from all over the world, Philippine tourism, culture, and lifestyle, and issues being faced in our country. Catch them Monday to Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 a.m. Radio Bandido. Education Radio, hosted by Pia Morato, is on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 a.m. Radio Bandido. This brings service to all educators and learners of every age. The program guests include secretaries, dignitaries, ambassadors, lawmakers, professors, volunteers, and heroes, all dedicated to contribute to this valuable advocacy. We take the streets to the classroom and the classroom to the streets. Chacha Hinmo Baby is a news-oriented program that tackles topical issues and headlines with the support of DZRJ field reporters. Hosted by the legendary Jimmy Morato, Monday to Friday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, DZRJ 810 a.m., Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 a.m., and on YouTube channel DZRJ 810 a.m. Radio Bandido. May problema
problema ka ba sa asawa, kaibigan, katrabaho, boss o negosyo? Tanong mo, sagot nila attorney. Mag-PM lang ng inyong problema at sasagutin iyan live ng abogado ng bayan na sina Attorney Nicky De Vega at Attorney Carlo Nicolas. Libreng payo ng abogado mula kina Attorney Nicky at Attorney Carlo. Ang Buhay at Batas ay isang programa na nagsasanib ng samut-saring mukha ng buhay at iba't ibang aspekto ng batas. Sabi nga nila, ang buhay ay parang batas. Paminsan mahirap, pero may abogadong tutulong sa iyo. Watch them every Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m.
On Radio Bandito TV,
Channel 224 Sky Cable, Free to Air Channel 29, TV Plus Boxes, DZRJ 810 AM, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM or on YouTube.
YouTube channel, DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandito.
Magandang araw po.
Sa Mindanao,
Ako po si Jude
at your service.
Samahan niyo po ako sa mga kwentuhang lokala. Turismo at usapang serbisyo ng buhay at kabuhayan. Kalusugan at kalikasan. Kultura, sining at kasaysayan. Dito sa Bayan ni Juan. Sa bayang mapapakinggan at mapapanood sa DZRJ 810 AM, ang Radyo Bandido sa Metro Manila. DZRJ Radyo Bandido TV, available sa Sky Cable Channel 224 at sa mga digital box ng GMA Afford Box, ABS-CBN TV Plus Box, Sulit TV Box ng TV5, live sa Facebook, www.facebook.com/DZRJ810AM at DZRJ810AM Radyo Bandido sa YouTube channel. Tuwing araw ng linggo, alas 3 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon, dito sa Bayan ni Juan.
Contra Birada is back on Radio Bandido TV, simulcast on DZRJ 810 AM. Hosted by former spokesperson and chief legal counsel of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Attorney Salvador Sal Panelo. Watch and listen as he talks about the latest news topics and events. Monday to Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Sky Cable Channel 224, all DTT boxes, Facebook.com/DZRJ810AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ810AM.
How many times have you thought of changing your roof? But you keep postponing it because you don't want your normal schedule and daily activities disturbed.
Honey, I want to change our roof. It's old and leaky, and the water will destroy our whole house. Imagine we will have to transfer to another place and pay rent because they will have to take out our roof and put a new one. All our papers and things in the house will have to be stored somewhere. What a hassle.
I just heard of this new product by InstaStructures called Add-on Roof, where they can install a new roof over our old roof and we don't have to move out of the house.
Go ahead, honey. Call InstaStructures and order an add-on roof. This is great.
They say that we can order and pay online, and the add-on roof is 30% cheaper than having to take out our old roof and install a new one. Imagine they can do it faster because they will not take out our old roof, they will simply put a new one. And the add-on roof makes our house cooler, and there's less noise when it rains because we will now have two roofs over our house.
Okay, honey. Order now.
For inquiries, go to our website www.instastructures.net, where our online sales assistants will guide you. Or just go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/instastructures, or call our hotline at 0947-917-3232. I repeat, 0947-917-3232.
Chit Chit Chat with Double V with host Vivian Velez is a program that breaks down important national concerns, events, and stories, featuring newsmaker interviews and compelling features to add context, clarity, and answer the questions on your mind. Every Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Radio Bandito TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Afforda Box, Easy Box, and all DTT boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Seen on Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
Yes, back sa Chit Chat, of course, with my co-host, si Raymond Diamson, and with our special guest, Direk Maan Dagnalana. She won the Best Director in the 18th edition of Cinemalaya, this 2022. And of course, with David Fabros, ang ating Executive Director ng Film of the Philippines. Ang cute-cute naman niya.
Naglalagak ng pamangkin.
I want to thank our guests. I know it's a Sunday. Alam mo naman, pagka Sunday and a Sunday afternoon at that. And, talagang hinahatak natin ang ating mga guests out of their, somehow their rest day. No? And I want to thank David. Si David, alam ko, Executive Director. Ang daming ginagawa niya sa FGCP. Of course, and also si Direk Maan. Okay, yung ating nakabinbin na tanong kanina, Monj, no? Ano ba yung mga naitutulong pa aside from, of course, the festivals outside, no, na dinadala natin yung ating mga pelikula outside the Philippines, pero paano yung marketing dito naman sa Pilipinas? Meron ba, David?
Dito sa Pilipinas po, actually yan nga meron nagsabi sa akin just last week na right now po, dahil sa hirap ng sa dami ng mga ng challenges, nagiging kalahati na po ng budget ang marketing. And I think this is true for the US and Europe, no? They're really pushing a lot of resources into marketing kasi sobrang important niya, no? And of course, aside from other films, I mean, we're also trying to we're also fighting against other hindi naman kalaban yung platforms or anything, yes, pero we're trying our best to optimize our content, na hindi, I mean, syempre ang pelikula rin naman kasi in the traditional sense, 'di ba, Miss Viv, sa cinema talaga dapat kumukuha ng kanilang major revenue, no?
Yeah.
So ngayon ang nangyayari napupunta na lang sa online platform agad, no? So it's marketing is really important. We are trying to find ways, no? Like I said, no, mag-expand ang Create PH right now. Merong yata doon, may marketing and distribution fund, no? Na I think 500,000 kung hindi ako nagkakamali.
That's big.
Yun po, that's a start, and I, like I said, nag-expand pa po yun. Correct. So that means nadagdagan po yun. Kaya yun lang, sorry hindi naabutan si Maan, pero Maan, your next film will enjoy these new expanded expanded incentives, no? Alam ko naman marami pang gagawin si Maan na kasing gaganda din ng Blue Room. So ayun, definitely Ms. Viv, kailangan lagyan ng punuan ng atensyon ang marketing and promotions.
Oo. As you were saying, kasi syempre alam naman natin sa online, there's a lot of noise going on, and aside from that, as we're sa Cinema Challenge na po natin, yung mga pumapasok ng mga Hollywood films, paano ka ba naman lalaban dito sa mga Hollywood films kung kasabay mong inilalabas yung pelikula mo, no? What more online platforms kasi mas marami. Siyempre, mas marami. It would be easier yung access, no? And yes, very important kasi yung marketing because the films has to be heard. Like for instance, yung pelikula ni Direk Maan, di ba, Direk Maan, yung Blue Room, I've heard it's really a beautiful film. Paano ngayon malalaman niya ng ating mga Pilipino at meron akong nakikita na online na sinasabi, paano ko ba mapapanood yan? Saan ko ba yung mapapanood? Di ba? Meron pa bang chance para mapanood? Kasi hindi naman kami makapunta sa CCP. Paano yon, Direk Maan? How do you address this? Ay, naka-off yata.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sakit po ng Blue Room kasi since may plano muna siyang, well, merong UP definitely this coming September po. Ang kumbaga, Sinimalaya goes to UPFI this September.
And also, I think Dapitan,
Dapitan, yes, in September. May Palawan din po. So, may mga regions naman po pupuntahan ang mga pelikulang galing sa Sinimalaya. Yun po. Pero sa ngayon po kasi, I'm not really sure kung magti-theatrical or kasi kung plano siya isali abroad, like for example sa mga festivals, so dapat ata magpi-premiere muna sa kanila. So hindi siya muna pwedeng ipalabas dito kung sakasakali.
Locally.
Siguro after na po muna yung pag lumabas na yung result, tapos masaya kung nakapasok sa mga international festivals, yun. Tapos after that, habang mainit pa yung pelikula, kung talagang after ng mga festivals, tsaka siya magkakaroon ng commercial release, ganun po. And hopefully, kaya din po namin siya sinasali sa mga market tech sa Busan and para magkaroon din po ng distribution international. Yun po. Yun din yung mga habol namin.
Dave, tanungin ko lang, kasi ang alam ko, ang FDCP may mga cinematheque all over. Diba? May mga, I think there's about 18 or something, or even
we have Miss Viv, we have 5 that's operational, no, including Manila. Including Manila. Kasi baka ma'am, baka binilang nyo pati yung mga micro cinemas all over the Philippines, no? Na hindi naman sa amin lahat, no? Ang sa amin lang po ay yung Cinematheque Manila, Cinematheque Negros, Cinematheque Nabunturan in Mindanao, Cinematheque Iloilo, and Cinematheque Davao. So, yan po ay magkakaroon din ng chance mapalabas ang mga Sinimalaya films at some point. But right now po kasi in September, Philippine Film Industry Month, PPP Classics po ay lumalabas just for this month. So baka later on po.
Dave, tanong ko lang, pero kung ipapalabas dito sa mga Cinematheque, hahat ang FDCP doon sa mga ticket sales? Yung nagiging negosyante.
Not to my knowledge po. Kasi yun nga, ma'am, I'll need to get back to you on that. Kung if tickets will be charged or kasi nga wala pa kami doon sa
I think that would be a good Dave, if we can extend that to our filmmakers, yung ating mga Cinematheque na nandyan, and it would be free showings for them, and then siguro minimal na lang yung pangkuryente na lang kukunin ng because malaki rin ang hati kasi like if it's going to be in the cinema, talagang commercial cinema, no, medyo malaki-laki rin ang hati kasi ng cinema, no, na theater.
Definitely po, we want, sorry ma'am.
Yes,
definitely we want something to come back to the producers po or the filmmakers or the rights owners. No, yan po ang isang importante po sa amin yan. Like even po yung mga screenings, pag hinihiling po sila ng foreign embassies or ng foreign posts po, ng foreign posts ng Pilipinas sa ibang bansa, we make it a point po na nababayaran yung filmmaker. So siguro pag pinalabas sa Cinematheques, there will probably be a profit sharing scheme. Right now lang po yung mga free screenings namin ay yung mga shorts, saka yung mga short films, saka yung mga PPP classics, no, na nabanggit ko po kanina. Yun lang po yung mga so far for free, no, free to the public, para po masanay na ulit na manood sa cinema yung mga tao.
Correct. But I heard also in one of our meetings, diba, dito sa FDCP, is really si Chair Liza was really parang worried, no, about what is happening, the negotiations about, well, of course, Netflix and between a filmmaker and na parang ang sinasabi niya na masyadong mababa yung price. That's why FDCP was even thinking of putting a cap, no? Para masyadong bumaksak yung ating prices, no? Tama ba ito, Dave?
Are you talking about the Film Philippines incentives, ma'am?
No. I'm talking about kung paano binibili ating mga online distributions like Netflix, for instance. Yung mga, kung paano yung mga pelikula. Kasi, of course, they take advantage, di ba? And merong walang, kumbaga, walang ceiling or, kung sino lang, tapos binibili lang nila na masyadong mura yung ating mga pelikula.
That's a sad truth, Miss Viv. Kasi, ganun po talaga. As except for Korean content, no, and mostly American content, Netflix right now and other streamers din naman, not just Netflix, medyo hindi na ma-match yung gastos, no, that's involved in a film, in a Filipino film. And maybe that will come later on, pero yun nga po according to studies, baka matagalan pa yan kasi we really need to level up, no, in terms of the quality of our filmmaking. Pero bukod pa nga doon, dapat po magkaroon ng consensus within the industry na
Correct.
If we want to evaluate our content correctly, no? So ibig sabihin nun, ma'am, if somebody decides to underrate or undersell their content, it hurts the market. No, it hurts everybody else. So there has to be a consensus between producers, filmmakers, and rights owners to really put some limitations, no, on how low, for example, or how high, for that matter, a piece of content would cost, no. And syempre, kailangan maganda yung content natin, di ba? But let's say marami na tayong magandang content, award-winning pa and all that. Because we're Filipino content, parang meron na silang, ito nakuha ko ng ganitong presyo to, bakit tataas mo yan, ganyan. So it's precarious, and I can't point fingers at anyone, but yun ang nagiging problema. It has to be a consensus po with the industry that we have to evaluate our content correctly. And of course, that goes without saying, we really need to step up the quality of our films technically, no, pati sound, pati yung cinematic quality, dapat po maayos din yan para deserving tayo, di ba? Kung tataas man natin yung presyo.
But you should, I think FDCP should open that discussion, di ba, David, and para at least mapag-usapan na yan, because it's really happening. And talagang medyo tama naman na commensurate dapat magkano yung value ng ating because technically we're not there yet, no. Is FDCP is going to do something about it? Of course, workshop and talents and all of that, writers were so good. Yung content nung as a writer, no, ando na tayo, no, pero technically sounds yung mga ganyan na mga problema natin. Meron bang ang FDCP budget for that?
Well,
we're putting FDCP on the spot here.
Hot seat.
We're trying to. Okay, go ahead, Dave.
No, Miss Viv, I am very happy for this opportunity kasi nga apparently not too many people know about all the things that are available to help filmmakers and to help aspiring filmmakers, no? Maraming followers ang FDCP, ang FB page ng FDCP, but we need more opportunities like this, no? Like for example, hindi masyado 120 lang ang nagpasa for Create PH, Miss Viv.
Yeah.
So, that's not we don't have 120 filmmakers lang, no?
Yes.
Even throughout the regions, no, we were expecting sana mangging 400, 500 yan. Kung alam lang nila na merong incentives na available for good films. So, ngayon, matutuloy.
Let me interject. Not only that, kasi baka akala nila pag nag-submit na kayo, hindi nyo na pwedeng i-resubmit. Actually, meron naman pwedeng i-resubmit ulit, di ba? In case na hindi siya makapasok or even improve.
Yeah.
And then you resubmit. Pwede yun eh. Meron ganun eh. Yeah.
Pwede po i-resubmit but not the same year. No?
Yes.
It's to give you time to develop it further. No?
Yes.
Kasi development is so important po, Ms. Viv, no?
Yes.
Everything is the script, di ba? So, yung script, minsan 2 taon yan, 3 taon, 10 taon, no? Bago talaga, alam mo yan, Ms. Maan, di ba?
10 years po ako.
10 years? Blue Room is 10 years?
I started writing it in 2010 kay Sir Bing. Tapos ko siya kay Sir Ricky 2018. Tapos na-shoot siya 2020. Na-accept siya sa Cinemalaya 2020 pala for 2021. Ayun.
Case in point. Now, FDCP offers several programs that helps filmmakers and producers at all stages of development, from development all the way to post-production, all the way to marketing. And like I said, mag-expand pa yan. Bukod doon, Ms. Vivs, we always have the annual International Film Industry Conference, which is coming up in October. Ito'y isang opportunity for Filipinos to learn from international film experts. Pupunta sila dito sa Pilipinas para marinig natin face-to-face.
Open to everyone yan. Open everyone and no tickets, right?
Opo, although meron po bayad.
May bayad.
Pero meron po tayong 10 workshops na libre to the public. Also with foreign mentors, no? Pero yung po mga master classes may bayad. Pero hindi naman po malaki. Like last time, 1,000 pesos lang po yata. I'm sorry, I can't be sure, pero mura lang po for the amount of knowledge that you can get, ano. Yan. For example, tuloy po yung mga ganyang labs, and we have of course different labs like Full Circle Lab, annual din yon. Yung pong Sovo Lab, na Southern Voices Lab para sa Mindanao. Nandyan din po yung several other labs that we run throughout the year in different regions in the Philippines. Yan po ay to make sure na tuloy-tuloy po yung development ng mga tao. No? So yung po yung mga in the last 6 years, no, from the former chair pa, naalagaan yung mga filmmakers na yan. And this led to on Denver Trending. No, this led to Whether the Weather is Fine. Na mga nagsipanalo ng mga awards internationally. And now Blue Room. Di ba?
Yes.
So,
I-claim ko na yan.
I-claim mo na yan. Berlin, Cannes, lahat.
Yes, we're down to 3 minutes, no? Direct, sorry, Monch, no? Talagang ang ating talks ngayon, ang ating discussion, but kay Direk Maan, ano ang masasabi mo and how can you give inspiration, because I mean this is your first feature film.
That's right po. Ito po lagi ko po sinasabi, parang it took me 10 years. I always say that. So don't lose hope. Lalo na if you believe in the material that you have. Basta panindigan mo lang kung ano yung paniniwala mo doon sa project mo. And then, syempre, yun din. Pero sa hope, syempre, samahan ng dasal at kailangan you have to work again. Kumbaga, yun nga, kailangan mo siya i-develop. Kumbaga, yung sinulat ko siya noong 2010, nakita ko rin yung mga mali ko, inayos ko rin siya eventually. Yun, kaya feeling ko nakatulong din na nakapasok siya sa FDCP, nakakuha ng grant, and then sa Cinemalaya and sa ibang grants pa po. So yun. Mahirap, pero very worth it naman po yung mga pinaghihirapan. Basta yun, don't lose hope, laging dasal, and then kailangan trabahuin. Yun.
Yes. David, do you have any more? I know it's going to be an exciting another 5 years with and you know, he's really a good guy. He's a good friend of mine. And can you say something about FDCP moving forward?
We have to see you at the events, Ms. Viv. We will invite. I'll make sure to invite you. We have events all through the end of September. Basta lahat po yan nasa nasa FB page, no? We're giving homage to the works of Nora Honori, Kili, and Marilu de Sabaya for PPP Classics. And this is for free at Trinoma 6, no? So tingnan nyo lang po, that's September 9, September 14, and September 15, no? Tapos, ay isa pang magandang balita, Miss Viv, sila Chair Tirso, they're going to be focusing on student films and student film research.
Wow.
So, meron kaming bagong program na ilalabas para po pati mga estudyante, we start them very young with the professionalism, with the passion for the art, and we yan isa pang magandang which I hope we could come back to this platform to promote. Thank you po.
Yes, start them young. And then Monj, do you have
Yes, thank you to our guests, and ako rin kaisa din naman ako sa pag-support sa ginagawa nila, and special shout out sa mga nanonood ngayon, sina Richard, Tina, Cecil, Lot, Carlo, Chester, Trish, and Sebastian Ponchap. Ayan. So maraming salamat sa mga sumusubaybay sa amin every Sunday. See you ulit next week.
Well, yes, we try to help the industry, of course, this industry that we're in, and we want to thank our guests. I know it's a Sunday afternoon. Thank you, David. Alam ko meron kang event, and thank you, Direk Maan. I'm really looking forward to your film, in our local cinema. And thank you so much, everyone. And then we'll see you again next Sunday. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.